Heat of the moment, curse of the young, spit out your anger. Don't swallow your tongue. Join us as we discuss the song Stick It Out by Rush.
Every Rush song
by Rush. Well, here we go, gents. Another rockin' song from Counterparts.
Oh, Counterparts. Yes. So,
and some cool harmonies too.
Yeah, I love that. I love its rockiness. It rocks. I just, come on, man.
I remember.
That's cool, Raph.
When me and my current wife,
not the previous ones.
Oh, yes.
You're right. We were driving around looking at apartments. Okay. And I don't remember which radio station it was, but they said, we're going to have the new Rush single out, be coming up. And of course, you have to go through 20 minutes of commercials and stuff. And,
oh my gosh.
And they don't make any announcement. They come out of commercials and you hear, with that little feedback. And I'm like, oh, this has got to be the new Kiss song. But then you hear Geddy's voice. I'm like, no. Rush got their balls back.
Balls.
And
Plus an extra nut, I think. Yeah.
Plus an extra
balls hanging down, balls hanging down, balls hanging down.
What is that?
I freaking love this song. Did I mention that? I know I mentioned that last
Jay
song.
dropped an F-bomb.
You know what? I thought we were on an 8-second delay. Is it
no, we're not. But we do have the
shit.
E. We have the E. Oh, there it is again. I do put the E on it, so.
Oh, thank God.
But yes, just the introduction right there, like, golly. I mean, that's got.
It's like
that's got the rock to it.
And it's got that dark, it's got the dark sound to it, like a ominous, sort of.
You know what it is? Oh. It's that E string. They tuned that E string down to the D, so it's got that lower note. I think that's how Alice in Chains got all those kind of ominous, creepy sounds.
What do they call that? Is it a slap? No, that's in country music.
Drop D.
I've
heard Doghouse or something like
Doghouse,
that.
Yeah.
In fact, it sounds a little something like this. And there's feedback. Enough feedback.
I love the feedback.
You know what that means?
I love that.
He's just loud.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
And then,
so, this song, just when I heard that, I was like, okay, I absolutely cannot wait for this album. So surely they're not going to put just this one song where they're just rocking it hard and everything else be like Roll the Bones and Presto. And I was correct.
There's that famous list of the heaviest Rush songs, and I thought it better be on the list, but it was number 2. So
is it?
Yeah. I don't know if it's their second heaviest song.
When we talked about this before, that song did not make the list.
No, that one was on the heavy ones. I don't know that it's their second heaviest song, but definitely deserves some shouts out for its heaviness.
I wouldn't put it as the second heaviest song, but I would definitely put it as a heavy. One of the heavier ones.
Yeah. I mean, if they'd released Animate first, then you'd be going, okay, there's more guitar there, but nothing it doesn't necessarily sound any heavier, but yeah, no, they released this song first, and you're going, yeah, there we go. There we go. Welcome back to the band, Alex.
It was good to have you back. And it's
Good to
it
have you
sounds
back.
it sounds heavy because of badass sounding guitar chords like this.
Heat of the moment, curse of the young. Spit out your anger. Don't swallow your tongue.
Wait, what? I don't even. How many different notes is he playing in?
Very
those
dissonant.
chords?
Very dissonant
Yeah.
sounds. Yeah.
But okay, but does it sound like? Does it? And not being a guitarist, so I don't know. But it to me, it almost sounds like he's making a mistake, but it's a correct mistake,
Just letting it ride.
right? Like he's just not. I don't know, strumming all the strings correctly or something. When a
He's-
guitarist is figuring something out and he's just not quite getting it, but
Or
it's
he
so perfect.
He meant to play something else, and he's like, "Oh man, oh wait a minute,
Yeah.
yeah, this sounds
But that
good.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
yeah."
I can't think of it. I can't think of it now, but I know that there are times when he's done in the melodies notes that aren't really in that key. They're kind of a wrong note, but he does it on
Yeah.
purpose because it works and it sounds
Yeah.
cool. But I wish I would.
Well, what
could
he
think
did
of
there
this.
worked as well.
That definitely works.
I'm just trying to think of all the rock and heavy metal music that I've listened to throughout the years. Any guitarist making a sound like that? No, I can't think.
It's almost kind of like a bluesy sounding, like it's got that seventh or whatever. Adding then those extra notes that make it seem so full
Yeah.
and powerful like this.
Heat of the moment, curse of the young. Spit out your anger.
Another cool thing about that too is how Neil's driving that downbeat on the ride cymbal, and a lot of that guitar riff is on the upbeat. So you've got that back and forth between the two.
And again, like I talked about when we covered anime, he's doing that same eighth note pattern on the ride cymbal, but this time he's hitting the bell on the downbeat and the body of the ride on the upbeat.
Oh, I'm going to listen for that. So he's hitting the body on the upbeat along with that, most of that strumming of the guitar riff too.
Right.
Heat of the moment, curse of the young. Spit out your anger. Don't swallow your tongue.
So cool.
And I like Geddy's vocals on that. The don't swallow your tongue.
Yeah. Don't.
Don't swallow your tongue.
Yeah. It's just isolated, no music, just the vocal. Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
And it was around that same time that I think it was Pearl Jam. I don't know if anyone else was doing it. I was listening to a lot of Pearl Jam at that time, but it was like dry vocals. There's no reverb on it. There's no the delay where it doubles it, and, electronically, so that it hides how he's not hitting the notes. Because a lot of singers will, like me, would have to do that, add some effects to it to hide how the vocals aren't that great. But that's just raw. It's just.
I love the
Clean,
dry
no
vocal
effects.
sound. Like a lot of the country music I like. I love that sound. I like the dry vocal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we don't have that
Not over
ring.
digitized and magnetized and
Yeah.
emphasized and
Electrified, dynamic.
other eyes. But this all
Hydromatic.
back to Kevin
Well, it's the
Lightning.
grease lightning. The grease lightning.
Do. Oh,
Go grease lightning.
the-
Go, whatever
the-
you lightning. Grease lightning. Go.
oh, wait,
Sorry.
Tim, what were you saying before Jay and I broke into Grease?
talking about it was the sound engineer that they brought in for this album, Kevin the Caveman, don't remember his last name, that was pissing Alex off a lot because Alex wanted to bring in all of those effects, boards, and all that stuff. And he said, no, we're not doing that. I want you to plug into this amp, and I'm miking that. Play your guitar. Just shut up and do what I tell you to do, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and Alex at times was, no, I want to put some effect on it. He's like, no, you're not going to do it. You know, the sound engineer, his first gig with the band Rush, very established rock and roll band, had sold some albums, had done a bunch of tours, sort of knew what they were doing. And you got a sound engineer saying, no,
Yeah.
no, you're not going to do that.
can you imagine? That took some gumption.
If,
he's
if I
imagining.
were the sound engineer, I was like, no effects. I don't want any effects on this song at all. I'm going to do the effects. Okay, that sounds great. I like that idea.
Yes, sir, Mr. Lifeson. Whatever you say, Mr.
Yes,
Lifeson.
Right,
sir.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So speaking of effects, there's something on the vocals, on the background vocals here, and it almost sounds kind of flangy or chorusy or something.
Right.
Background vocals on the chorus.
Don't swallow your pride. Sing it out. Don't swallow your anger. Spit it out. Don't swallow the lies.
And I can't figure out what it is. I mean, there's a lot of them. They're layered and they're panned, so it's got a big full sound. And I think they're also clean. There's not a lot of delay and reverb. They don't ring, but it seems like there's some sort of chorus thing on them where it's a little wavery. Super cool on an album that doesn't have a whole lot of production type effect type productions. Okay, and then I want to hear this solo by Alex. I think it's too short. Like everything that came out after 1975, all the guitar solos are too short.
Yeah.
I would have liked for this solo to go on.
Yeah, something to say about that.
Pardon? I'd like for the solo to have gone on a little longer.
I'll be your name.
It's got that stuff, he's just riding that note and bending the string, and then the whammy bar stuff.
Let him do one more rotation there. That's
Yeah, but it needs to go on longer than 18 seconds because it was just getting started.
The guitar, maybe have the guitar solo go into a key change to get it back into the chorus. Maybe, but I don't know. I like that guitar solo. I love it. It's that typical Alex Lifeson, not the standard kind of guitar solo. He's playing some cool notes, but he's having fun with that wah-wah pedal, Carl. And there's no wah-wah, just throwing that out there. But yeah, the whammy bar, he's sticking it out, man.
Stick it out, man. Stick it out.
What does that mean? Next episode. And that's why I love those first few albums. So much guitar.
If you go back towards the end of the second verse, right before you go into that chorus, there's another example of Neil who's on the downbeat, but he does hit the upbeat on the Bella of the Ride with that scary sounding guitar part.
I don't believe you. Let's listen and see.
Right here.
Moment of crisis. Don't swallow the truth.
So it's right in there where he was on the downbeat of the bell, but to hit that little part, and it doesn't last very long. He goes to the upbeat and then back down to the downbeat on it. Yeah.
Moment of crisis. Don't swallow the truth. Don't swallow it.
Oops, hit the wrong button. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Super cool.
And I love that. I love that simple little slam on the snare, the jaku jaku that Neil does right there. It's just so simple and so beautiful. It's so rock and roll.
It is very rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Yeah, baby. Okay, this bridge deserves to be heard.
Each time we bathe our reactions in artificial light. Each time we alter the focus.
Tim, that snare sound. He's doing the rim shot thing, right? Where he has the stick on the snare and then kind of tapping it like that.
Yep.
Ooh, Dave Growl making an appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Growl.
Where?
I don't see him, but I hear him.
Yeah, he's loud. He's a loud guy.
Hey, we love dogs, so bring it on, Dave. We love Dave, love dogs. Okay, back
He
to the
said
bridge.
hello.
You got it, brother.
He said, yeah, you do, baby.
To make the wrong move seem right. You get so used to deception. You make yourself a nervous wreck.
And then this spill going into the solo.
Running back to cover your neck.
Super simple, but it builds so hard into that da-da-dum-da-da. Okay, cool. Because not only is that just an awesome bridge lyrically and musically, but then it kind of sets up the end of it, the end of the song, when Geddy Lee kind of funks up that bass part a little bit. I was going to say, I mean that in the good way, but there's no bad funk, y'all. There ain't no bad
Ain't no
funk.
bad fun.
Okay. Okay, a little too far, but
Yeah, baby. Just in it right there.
and then also
Man.
cool how they're doing the chorus, the vocals from the chorus over the bridge, more like the bridge riff, and maybe they're the same progression, so it just works.
Yeah.
That's cool. But then that bada with the chords and kind of funky doo 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 doo. That is just that's so cool.
And again, drumming wise, this one isn't a particularly hard song to play either. It's just, again, he just comes up with the perfect song for the perfect music.
Yeah.
So
Perfect song for the perfect part for the perfect music.
Oh yeah, he does. So would you say 2 or 3 for Neil for the drums?
Yeah, I would say it's in the middle.
Bass. How about that?
I'm talking about
bass?
difficulty. Difficulty
Yeah.
wise, it's in the middle.
Like
Yeah.
technical
In the
Yeah.
middle of all of it.
technicality, badassness. I mean, it's a good, solid, heavy drumming with some
Yeah.
very tasteful fills. Bass. How would you rank the bass?
I would put
Yeah.
it in the middle as well.
A middle, but with, like what he's doing at the end, that's some pretty
Yeah.
cool stuff right there.
Yeah.
But
With some
yeah,
flair.
I mean, yeah.
For the most part, a good Geddy bass line. A lot of bassists aren't going to attempt it. But yeah, 2 with a little bit of flair
Right.
at the end.
I'm just curious if that jack wagon he said on Earthshine he would get he just would have played a regular bass line. I wonder if he was throwing a fit that it's Geddy and Alex playing the introduction together, because Geddy is playing the guitar part.
You know what?
Not a typical bass line.
There's no
Jack
pleasing.
wagon.
There's no pleasing you, Jack. Yeah, we said that.
And his name is Jack. And his
Oh,
last
is it
name
really Jack?
Wagon.
Yeah.
His last name
No.
is Wagon. Oh, okay.
Right.
Wait, let me look because I could have swore his name was Jabroni.
Actually, his first name's Jack. His last name's Wagon. His middle name is Chuck.
Jack
Chuck Wagon.
Wagon. Could you just mom?
Chuck
Jack
Wagon.
Chuck Wagon, get yourself into this house. You're going to catch your death. How about the guitar? 1, 2, or 3 for Alex.
I would also put it in the middle road, but that part, that dissonant little thing that's just a note. That's not a note. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put it
I
in the
know
middle.
that. I don't know.
Well, because a one's not bad, but just such 3 great
Yeah.
musicians. Just
Yeah.
just expect a lot. Just so later, if someone
Yeah.
say, "What are the good Alex songs?" Vocals. I think the best
No,
part of the
I think the
vocals.
vocals are really good on there.
Oh, you guys say one?
I especially going into the guitar solo, the running back to cover your neck.
Your neck. Okay. All right. Yeah, and I don't know how much of that chorus, the background vocals, the answer that is him, and how much of it is the mixing and the engineering. But yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Keyboards? I don't really notice any keyboards in it. Are there any little pads in there? That I
Yeah,
didn't
there's
notice?
some in that, in the beginning of that breakdown. You hear it's got to be keyboards, I guess. It's some little high kind of thing that happened.
Let's-
Don't know really how to describe it. It's a certain word the French call I don't know what.
Each time we bathe our reactions in artificial light. Each time we alter the focus to make the wrong move seem right. You get so used to deception. You make yourself a nervous wreck. You get so used to.
It's kind of like a doo-doo.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a keyboard or is it? Okay. All right.
I mean,
There's a little bit there.
the
Yeah.
French horn,
There's a little bit, not
playing
really
at
any.
very high speed.
All right. Well, that's all my notes for Stick It Out. What y'all got? Y'all got anything else?
No,
Well, you've heard what we think about Stick It Out. It doesn't really matter because what's important is what you think. So email us 2112 at Every Rush Song. Catch us on the Soch and on YouTube at Every Rush Song. Tim, it's all you, baby. Take us out, love.
thank you very kindly. Good night.